FM twese hamwe birashoboka.
We got you updated. This is Radio Imanzi News in English.
This is Radio Imanzi, broadcasting from Kigali. Here is the news in English, brought to you by Fiona Umuganwa. The headlines. President Paul Kagame today received Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex. The Kigali City's Waste Collection and Transportation Company says people should learn to sort recycled waste from composting waste because sorting has significant environmental benefits. Somalia's Prime Minister has pledged that the government will be held accountable over the deadly Mogadishu hotel siege by Al-Shabaab jihadists, whom he branded children of hell. Welcome back. Now, news in detail. President Paul Kagame today received Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, who is in the country on a working visit in his capacity as the President of African Parks. African Parks is a non-profit conservation organization that manages national parks and protected areas on behalf of governments and in collaboration with local communities across Africa. According to his spokesperson, Prince Harry is currently touring Africa with a group of U.S. officials, conservationists, and philanthropists as they visit different protected wildlife and nature areas. The Kigali City's Waste Collection and Transportation Company says people should learn to sort recycled waste from composting waste because recycling and composting have significant environmental benefits. However, some Kigali residents say that they do not understand the waste sorting process. The waste collection company Copaid Group Rwanda called on more effort from the authorities in teaching the residents about the waste sorting process. According to Pauline Vulejeya, the director of Copaid, when people do not separate their waste, some items such as broken bottles may injure the people who collect the waste. She said that more efforts are required in the government's project to raise awareness of the importance of sorting waste in the country. The Ministry of Environment, City of Kigali, Ministry of Infrastructure, and the Global Green Growth Institute launched the Waste to Resources project in the city of Kigali. The project's goals are to valorize organic and plastic waste, increase electronic waste collection, and raise community awareness, capacity, and improve the policy and regulatory environment for circular economy initiatives in the waste sector. The Bank of Kigali has unveiled a new flagship product that will provide youth with not only access to digital payments without the need for a bank account, but also discounts at Kigali's and Rwanda's largest entertainment facility, the BK Arena. The BK Arena prepaid card is part of the bank's grand strategy of aggressively reaching the youth following the Bank of Kigali recent partnership move with QA Venue Solutions to manage the venue and use it as a platform for marketing various BK products, mostly those needed by youth while enjoying their time. The card launched recently comes at a time when the BK Arena has become one of the preferred entertainment spots in the city. According to the bank, anyone who owns the card can easily load money onto a prepaid wallet and can be used like any other bank card. Among others, the BK Arena prepaid card has numerous features and benefits. For instance, it does not require one to have a bank account and identifies customers using their national ID or passport. A 2021 financial inclusion report revealed that overall financial inclusion among the youth increased slightly from 86% in 2016 to 88% in 2020, meaning that only 12% of the youth are financially excluded. The Rwanda Biomedical Center (RBC) has announced that the new HIV infections decreased by 82% in 2022 and targets to hit 95% in the following year. Dr. Charles Birabose, the head of the Department for HIV, Hepatitis and Infectious Diseases Treatment in RBC, announced that the new HIV infections are currently totaled at 5,000 new infections per year. He said they have a target to have 95% of HIV/AIDS positive persons know their status and be taking antiretroviral medicines by 2030. Statistically, Dr. Birabose noted that the general HIV prevalence rates are at 3% as women take 3.2% and men stand at 2%. However, he also warned the public that despite this general low HIV prevalence, the sex worker carries its abundance at 32% as a reason. He encourages the public to take regular HIV tests as well as abiding in several preventative measures like using condoms, male circumcision, self-testing, among others. The total HIV positive persons in Rwanda are 210,000, and the government programs a distribution of 33 million condoms every year so as to help fight HIV epidemic. More than 500 people in Nyagatare district's Kiyombe sector have expressed concern about not having titles to the forests they own. They requested that the authorities investigate the issue and assist them in obtaining the titles. Kasana Emmanuel, the governor of the Eastern Province, said they are working to resolve the problem as soon as possible. Other issues raised by the governor include illegal border crossings and other security threats. He said the people of Nyagatare district should be reminded that Nyagatare is a cornerstone for Rwanda's liberation and should not be used as a conduit for those involved in crimes that endanger the country's security.
Economic news is a regular feature on Radio Imanzi.
The Rwanda Stock Exchange Market Report. The trading session recorded its turnover of 21,020,000 Rwandan francs worth of bonds traded in 2 deals on the fixed income market and 43,000 Rwandan francs from 1,000 I&M Bank shares traded in 1 deal on the equities market. I&M Bank closed the counter at 43 Rwandan francs. The trading session recorded its turnover of 43,000 Rwandan francs from 1,000 shares traded in 1 deal. The equities counters closed with Blarigwa at 165 Rwandan francs, Bank of Kigali at 272 Rwandan francs, Simerwa at 120 Rwandan francs, M10 Rwanda at 177 Rwandan francs, Equity Bank at 440 Rwandan francs, Kenya Commercial Bank at 370 Rwandan francs, National Media Group at 1,200 Rwandan francs, Utrumi Supermarket at 104 Rwandan francs, and RH Buffalo closed the counter at 526 Rwandan francs as the market closed. The currency market review of today. The Kenyan shilling buying price was 8.5 Rwandan francs and the selling price was 8.7 Rwandan francs. Tanzanian shilling buying price was 0.43 and the selling price was 0.44. Burundian franc buying price was 0.49 and the selling price was 0.5. Ugandan shilling buying price was 0.26 and the selling price was 0.27. The US dollar buying price was 1,022 and the selling price was 1,042. The British pound buying price was 1,209 and the selling price was 1,233. The euro buying price was 1,026 and the selling price was 1,046.
Some items of international news on Radio Imanzi.
The regional Rusumo Falls hydroelectric project, a joint venture by Rwanda, Tanzania and Burundi, is 95% done, with completion set for November this year. The 8-megawatt project was started in February 2019 to supply electricity to the three countries by December 2021, but was extended by 2 years following procurement flaws that increased its cost by over 20%. The three governments received $468 million worth of grants and loans from multiple development partners, including the World Bank and the African Development Bank, for the project. Taking over the one-year rotational chairmanship at the weekend, Tanzania's Energy Minister Jerry Makamba said the project is expected to catalyze development in the three countries. Each country is expecting 26 megawatts to be added directly to its national grid. Mr. Makamba said this project shows the willingness of these countries to use natural resources to bring about the development of their citizens. Respective governments expect the project to help plug power supply deficits. Rwanda specifically banks on the project to help reach its 100% electrification target by 2024. The project is located at the Tanzania-Rwanda border, Rusumo Falls. Tanzania is inviting bids for the construction of the 367-kilometer Uvinza-Gitega line that will extend the standard gauge railway to Burundi. Interested parties have until November 15th to place their bids with the Tanzania Railways Corporation to design and build the line from Uvinza in western Tanzania to Burundi's administrative capital of Gitega. The Tanzania Railways Corporation said funds have already been set aside by both governments for the bilateral project to take off within the 2022-2023 financial year. The project has been in the pipeline since January, when the two countries signed a memorandum of understanding on initial cost estimates of $900 million. Kenya's defeated presidential candidate Raila Odinga filed an online petition to the country's top court today, challenging the result of the August 9th election that handed victory to his rival William Ruto. Mr. Odinga, a veteran opposition leader who ran with the backing of President Uhuru Kenyatta, has rejected the outcome for the August 9th poll, branding it a travesty. Mr. Odinga and his running mate and co